I've got the craziest card pickup story you have ever heard. It involves Bitcoin, casinos, a mule, post office drama, and ultimately ends with this $25,000 card in my hands. The story begins with someone only a few cards away from completing the NBA Top 75 signed rookie card set. He found me on Instagram, said he was dealing with some legal issues and needed to break up the set. He had a ton of great cards, but I wanted that signed Pistol Pete rookie, as there are probably only 10 of them in the world. The only hitch is that he lived on the other side of the country and would only accept Bitcoin in payment. We also needed to do the deal within 1 week. Flying out there wasn't an option for me at the time, so I needed a mule I could trust with such a valuable card. I called a friend I've done deals with before that lived a few hours away from the guy, and we made a plan on how to meet up with him and get a deal done. So I now had 1 week to come up with a large amount of Bitcoin and was having a lot of trouble getting it on the open market. I finally got it all together and into cold storage, but asked myself, how the hell am I going to send this to the guy and make sure I get my card? I talked to my buddy again, and we decided that they would meet up at a public place. He liked casinos, and there was one halfway between them. We figured he could kill time there, make sure the guy shows up and it's a secure enough place as any to get a big deal like this done. So I took the Bitcoin out of cold storage, grabbed the wallet address from the seller, and told him once my buddy meets up and makes sure the card is in hand, I'll make the transfer. Sometimes these transfers can take up to an hour or so we needed to be sure my buddy could handle himself if anything went south. The guy met him at one of the restaurants in the casino, and my buddy confirmed the card was good and what he showed me on Instagram. I was pretty nervous, but I hit send on the transfer and waited, hoping things would work out with these two people doing a deal for me on the other side of the country. Ultimately, the deal got done without a hitch. The next step was for my buddy to get this card shipped overnight to me with one other item that was part of the deal. I made one critical error that should be a lesson for all of you. I wanted the card fast, but overnight shipping with the postal service only allows up to $5,000 of insurance. I said, screw it, I'll roll the dice. That nearly became the biggest mistake I've ever made. In hindsight, I should have done the slower registered mail service that allows for much more insurance coverage. Of course, this is the one package they decide to lose for 2 weeks. So I was a nervous wreck. I was in contact with the local office nearly every day, and they had no idea where it was. Then, one random day, it happened to be on the mail truck. With no notice, they finally dropped this card off at my house. So many things had to go right for this deal to get done. I needed someone I trusted on the other side of the country. I had to trust that the card would get shipped here safely. I had to trust that the Bitcoin transfer would go smoothly. I had to trust that my buddy, who was acting as my mule, would navigate the situation well and not screw me over either. It's not like he was family. We had done several deals together before, and I could have been really stupid to trust him. Looking back, I don't think I'll ever do a deal like this again unless I can fly there in person, and I would recommend you do the same for such a high-value card. However, at the end of the day, the risk was worth the reward, as I got this extremely rare and valuable signed Pistol Pete rookie card for nearly half price. It continues to be one of my favorite cards in my collection.
All right, wanted to jump on here quick and say that this was actually my story. Had a little fun with it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I think I might actually do some of these, some of my pickups, but other people's just crazy stories in the hobby. Just kind of share 3 to 5 minute, like the craziest card pickup stories they ever had. So if you like this, if you want to hear more of those, just hit subscribe. We'll keep them coming randomly. This, there's a lot of lessons here. Things I would never do again. I would never uninsure a card like that just for speed. I would have done registered mail, insured for the proper price, and I would have slept at night knowing I'd get my money back, right? So don't do what I did there. Trusting my buddy, I'd probably do it again. I would almost trust him with my kids. We've done so many deals together, but that's dicey too. And then, he met a stranger. We did it at a very public place that's used to a lot of cash flying around, like a casino. And we thought that was prudent, and it ended up working out. At the end of the day, the deal went extremely smoothly, but 17 things could have gone wrong. So I guess take this with a word of caution. This is a deal that worked out. Got this card. It's an amazing card. It's probably worth 20, 25 grand. There's only 10 of these in the world. Great Hall of Fame players, his rookie card. But think twice before you do some of these things for your own deal. Or feel free to hit me up, or go ahead and tell me how stupid I was in the comments below. Thanks, everyone.